There are times as a leader when you need to express some tough love to your employees. You want them to work a little harder, be more productive, drive for even better results. I get that. But how you express the tough love, how you present it and position it is really important. You don't want to get it wrong. I'll share some examples in this video and some lessons to be learned. There are times when you feel like you need to nudge your people a bit and show some tough love to drive for better results. How you do that, though, is really important. Let me take you back to April of 2023 when the CEO of Miller Knoll, a fairly well-known furniture company, was holding an online meeting and decided to address some employee concerns about bonuses and whether they would be received. The CEO wanted to redirect these people's attention to the company's financial results and how collectively they really need to focus on reaching that goal rather than being self-absorbed about their own interest in receiving bonuses.
But her tone then shifts.
Don't ask about what are we going to do if you don't get a bonus. Get the damn $26 million. Spend your time and your effort thinking about the $26 million we need and not thinking about what you're going to do if we don't get a bonus. All right? Can I get some commitment for that? I would appreciate that. I had an old boss who said to me one time, you can visit Pity City, but you can't live there. So people, leave Pity City. Let's get it done.
Well, unfortunately for that CEO, that snippet of that online meeting was recorded and shared to the media. And it appeared on all kinds of news sites and created intense backlash for the CEO as being someone who was cold and unfeeling. Well, the CEO issued an apology and regretted the statement. The company issued a statement saying that that was taken out of context. It was a much longer and more involved meeting. That was just one portion of it that unfortunately is being regarded as being, something important and positioning the CEO. Well, that's all well and good, but the reality is the CEO probably should have stayed away from using a phrase like that then made employees feel demeaned or less important for their own personal concerns. Later in the year, during the holidays, the CEO of Wayfair sent out an email that had some tough love in there, following up a statement around winning and finally reaching the financial milestone of profitability. That's great. And you would think that during the holidays that might be followed up with, this is all thanks to your collective hard work. You've been doing a great job. Take this time to relax, rejuvenate, and get ready for a big year ahead. We are going to continue to push for greater results in the year ahead, and I'll need all of you to be ready. They didn't do that. Instead, they talked about the fact that people need to probably work harder and that continued success won't come as the result of resting on your laurels. And people should find ways to blend their work and life in better ways so that they could be finely tuned production machines. I'm paraphrasing here, but the point is that this tough love was presented in a way that did not seem to celebrate the achievement as much as say, hey, that's behind us, and now you better expect to work harder to get even more results in the year ahead. The timing of it was something that was subject to criticism.
Work longer hours? Okay, that's
Who
the story.
Who doesn't love to hear that?
Exactly. Such a nice holiday message.
Generally during the holidays, tough love kind of falls on deaf ears, right? So a couple of lessons to be learned here. One is be careful about using phrases that may make people feel demeaned or unimportant. Be careful about the timing of when you release tough love messages. If you're going to do it during a time like the holidays, you're probably going to need to ratchet down the tough love and be more warm and celebratory and position the tough love in probably a more affirming way than this CEO did. Another lesson to be learned is that some companies have gone through tough times. I mean, Wayfair had some layoffs last year. So the people who were left remaining to receive that message were actually possibly in somewhat of a sensitive state, right? Usually people after a layoff are feeling tender. So be careful about tough love in a time like that. The last lesson is consider that anything that you craft, whether spoken or written, could be released to the media. And will you be prepared to stand up and defend the statements that you make when released on internet news sites? You may have to spend more time than you care to spend defending a message that came across as being somewhat unempathetic and possibly even tone deaf. That's how some of these messages from corporate leaders who are seeking to give tough love are received. I hope this video helps you to just more carefully consider messages going forward and how they might be received, not only by your employee base, but by the media. If you would like further help in the areas of communication and how to actually create an organizational culture that gives you additional effort, is productive, shows up to work ready to go, that's the type of work that I can help you with as an executive coach and as a team development coach. Feel free to email me at michael@BAERExecutivecoach.com to learn more, or visit the website BAERExecutivecoach.com to learn more about our various services for one-on-one coaching for leaders, as well as team development. There's also training and other work that we can do with your organization. Also, if you like this video, please like it, share it, and comment on it, and subscribe to the channel because more videos are on the way to help you become a more effective leader. Thank you very much.